Yeah, baby.
Marshall gets away. Marshall's still going. Marshall's got Richards coming up outside. Now inside.
All right, what's up, nerds? Welcome back to the Barflies Podcast, episode 44 today. I'm joined always by my good friend and comrade, Alexander Russell. We're here today, ready to rip and tear. Wednesday Arvo. Haven't quite got the Monday down packed yet.
Well, roadblocks. Multiple roadblocks to getting the Monday back on track. Both inside and outside of our control.
Well, it's kind of how they've ended up on Wednesday in the first place.
Yeah. Well, this week, which I will follow up later. Yeah, that's true. This week was supposed to be Monday, but I had to sort out my car, rego and insurance, etc., which I'll bring up later, love and hate. So that was a bit of carry on because the mechanic didn't actually have room for me on the Monday, so I wouldn't have had the car, etc.
Sure.
You know, Tuesday I was supposed to work, shift got cancelled. So
what can you do? Your hands are tied, really.
Hands are tied. That's
what you do. We're working class men, mate. You know.
Yeah. So
today's
the
blue
day.
collar with pride.
That's it. But today's the day.
Today's
Wednesday.
the day.
Next week, Monday, we promise. We've been saying it for 2 weeks, but we actually promise that this Monday we will have our episode recorded.
Yeah.
Okay?
I should even be able to get it out on Monday night.
Yeah.
The audio. So you can be in your ear holes Tuesday at work as you go about your business in the rat race.
You beauty. How was your weekend? Actually, I already know how it was. We went to a little rave.
Little
Little on the weekend. Praise at the Caymans. Spectacular, as per usual.
Yep.
Well,
soccer was off, and that, you know,
stars aligned.
It opens your weekend right up.
Well, it opens a Saturday night up, well and truly.
It does.
You know, when you don't have to play football in the middle of the day, that only usually means one thing. You can start a little bit earlier.
Yeah, the day still kind of got away from me a bit. And we didn't start drinking till like 6 or 7. And it still all went wrong. So
still all went P-tongue, mate. The night really, Kody ended up in quite the hole. He was out. He was down and out.
Yeah, look,
face down.
On the in the shadow or the foreshadow, if you will, of the bracket final.
Yeah.
Night guy presented himself in his truest form.
Took grips, put his grips in you.
Yeah.
And really just went to town.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He really got into his work.
Yeah. And we were supposed to film a night guy video that night.
Yeah.
And we didn't. He did his fine work.
Yeah. He got a hold of me earlier than that.
Yeah.
And look, we won't get into the intricacies of the night.
No.
We don't need to get into the nitty gritty.
No.
But look, call me bounced it out.
Yes. We could call you that.
But the event was unreal.
Yeah, it was a great event.
Shout out to our mates.
Tully,
D'Lo,
Jared. Yeah.
Kane.
Yeah.
A few of them all went and helped.
Anyone who kind
bits
of
and pieces.
went down there.
All
Yeah,
our mates like DJ played like a
couple sets.
Played a lineup, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Matt Preston, probably my favourite.
Yeah, definitely.
Still not sure who was who, I'll be honest.
No, I don't know. I had no clue who the names are. I was trying to guess with someone who the names were, and I got them all wrong.
Kane and EJ were B2B.
They were what? Asics and
Salomon.
Yeah, back to back.
Yeah.
You beauty. Sporting the Salomon shoe that we've talked about many times. Bear Grylls be very proud of that one, I think.
And also the ASIC.
And the ASIC, well, the dad shoe of Australia.
Yeah, exactly
after
right.
the New Balance.
Good night though. You can
Great
really
night.
get into your work under a bridge in Mascot.
Oh, you can. Oh, you well and truly can. I had a really good time actually, and I went full lizard. I stayed in Newtown overnight as well. Got some brekkie the next morning.
Did you see Kane the next morning?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. He said you weren't sweet. No chicken Kiev action over the sink on Sunday morning.
No, I was all right on Sunday. Come Sunday, I was okay.
You're all right.
I was all right.
Yeah.
Because I was home early. So.
That's true. Well, because I went to say goodbye to you. I was like, I haven't seen Kody for... Well, not goodbye, sorry. I was standing at the front, and I was like, I haven't seen Kody for at least an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I'll go and say hi because we have to make this video
Yeah.
and go have a chat.
Yeah.
I'm going, where is he? And I'm asking, like, our mates, whatever. Oh, he's left. And I'm going, oh, it's pretty rude. He didn't say goodbye to me.
Yeah, he's no good.
And then I said that. I was like, oh, he did say bye. And someone was like, no, he's dead.
He's no good.
No, he face down spec.
Yeah. I was no good.
Like one of those bodies floating in the water.
Yeah,
just like that.
But I was fine.
You were fine. That's
I
a
was
bit of a carry on.
Big
for me.
carry on.
Yeah.
But I was all good. And yeah, rolling into Sunday, didn't do much. Watched the Tigers get plumb. Same old story every week.
Not yeah.
You get powdered into the crust of the earth, then you return to Monday, demons and all. Did anything else happen over your mighty fine weekend?
Not really. Friday night had a good night as well. Played this board game called. Have you ever played Catan before?
Yeah, I have. It's very popular around the Urco bubble.
Yeah, I just started.
It's like
playing
at every house.
Yeah,
Everyone seems
I've
to have
only
it.
played it a few times, but I keep like coming second every game I play in. It's extremely frustrating. I'd like to think of myself as quite the tactician. Got a bit of thinking I'm pretty smart.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
Yeah, okay.
Apparently not. Not smart enough.
Yeah, sure.
So, I'm kind of planning. I might buy the board game for my house, and then I can practice at home.
Yeah, I would. I'd like to get it as well.
Because I'd like to be known as the king of that game. Because it's been very popular.
Well, I feel like the boys around here play it it seems like they're playing it like either every week or every other week. So I feel like you'd have to put some hours in. You know what I mean?
I'm prepared to do that.
Yeah?
I'm prepared. Yeah.
You're going to play some solo Catan?
I'll play some solo guitar.
Against yourself?
Yeah, I'm going to play online, I think.
Mm.
Get those skills up.
Nice.
But enough of that. Enough of boring you with the intricacies of that board game.
Speaking of getting your skills up,
Yeah.
just like to shout myself out here. I'm pretty happy with
What'd
myself.
you do?
Won a pool comp in Newtown last night.
Oh, that's right. You did too.
So, anyone listening that, wants the smoke
In pool.
in pool,
Mm.
come and see the mayor of Smoketown.
Okay, man.
You're looking at him. It's me.
Wow. 50. Well, who was the competition?
It's just like an open comp. So there was 20 people in it, and you just play
So you got
a round of 20.
you got a bit of a lucky draw.
You just keep going through.
Yeah.
No, I played really
Who'd you verse in the final?
well. This guy that knocked Kate out early.
Mm.
She had one shot, and he pretty much cleared the board. And then he was on the other side of the draw. And he sort of just kept winning on his side. And I arm wrestled through all of mine.
Yeah, right.
Real scrappy
Gritty
pool.
Gritty
pool. One guy even came up to me and said, fuck, you just wear the other person down mentally, don't you? You just...
Were you being Levy?
No, I was quiet. I was silent because I was trying so hard.
Right.
And I would just keep putting the ball in,
Hard
if I
areas.
couldn't get it in, I was just making it hard for them.
So
And
you were deft touches where...
Yeah.
We're
It
going
was
all
just
around the
repeat
bar.
set, repeat set, repeat set. You know
so
what
there's
I
a fair
mean?
bit of Penny Panthers about your pool game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A fair bit about it. A fair bit of Melbourne Storm 2018, sort of, about that. And I came up against this guy in the final, and he was hammered by the end, granted, and I'd only had one beer.
Right.
So, took the chockies, mate.
You beauty.
The chockies.
What are you going to spend? Was it $50 or a $50 voucher?
It's a $50 voucher for Newtown Hotel.
Okay. Say less.
My roommate, EJ, of...
Punctuality.
Full stops and shit fame.
Mm.
On Friday, I'll often message the roommates group chat and be like, hey lads, do you want to go and get a beer? I usually don't even say beers plural. I say, do you want to go and get a beer at the pub, the Savo?
Just one.
Just one. Often to be met with EJ's, I have no money.
Mm.
All our friends will be familiar with EJ's antics on Saturday night, tapping that card like it's nothing. It does hurt a little bit. And I've brought it up with him many a time. It hurts.
I've also got that EJ trait.
I've got no money. Saturday rolls around. He's got money.
Yeah.
It's so weird. So I've said, EJ, you don't even have to pay a few beers this Friday.
Oh, you beauty.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So will EJ and me have a beer on Friday? To be confirmed.
TBC.
Unsure.
Unsure,
I'd like to.
but we'll see.
EJ also has been pushing for us to have a dining table the entire time of living in this house.
Where are you going to put it, though? Well, you have one outside, can't you? You've got an outside table.
Yeah, it was used for DJ decks. It's now been it's been cast away for a better DJ deck table.
Right, okay.
We don't have room for a dining table.
No,
Also,
you don't even really have a real kitchen.
We also don't ever see each other hardly or eat together. So a dining table is just totally an impractical thing to have in our
And
house.
it would take up the whole of your lounge room.
Yeah. Right? But EJ has always sort of had he's always just wanted to
Romanticize the idea of having one.
Thank you. He's and I think he's romanticized the idea of us all sitting down eating dinner together. But
Well, I mean, if you build it, they'll come. That's a popular saying. So maybe if you get one, you'll all have dinner together.
is that a watered down version of the saying because you can't remember what it actually is?
No, it is. If they say if they build it, they'll come.
Who'll come though? Don't they say
It's just is in the context of the thing.
of what it is?
Yeah, it's like if you build something. So if you do something, like if you make it, people will
I thought it was like
inevitably
if you
use
build
it.
the stable, the horses will come or something.
No, it's to do with like people coming into a certain area.
Okay, you just
So
leave
say for example a stadium. If you build a stadium, people will come.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah.
I just thought it had a more specific sort of.
No, it is a saying, but you know where I learnt said saying?
Okay.
The movie The Bench Warmers. I don't know if you've ever
Is
seen
that an Adam
that.
Sandler movie?
No, Rob Schneider. It's one of the great
Oh,
movies.
with the guy from
The baseball
Blades
one?
of Glory.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly.
guy-
yeah,
the
and he's
Napoleon
in the
Dynamite.
Dynamite. Yeah.
What's his name?
I don't know.
He's like Michael. He's got a Michael Cera vibe, but he's not. John, someone.
I don't.
People are kicking
Yeah,
themselves.
let's. I don't know either, but I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah, Benchwarm is one of the great movies.
Yeah. Okay.
also.
Sure. Don't know how we got there.
No, neither.
We don't have a dining table though. EJ hopefully has a beer with me this week.
Well, we've got one at our house. We've kind of got like the kitchen bench, and then there's also a dining table, but it never gets used. But the dining table at my house is now. It's got two purposes. It's the lost and found, and it is also my office. So half of it is kind of one, and half of it's the other.
Can you operate in an open space like that with people?
If I'm in the open space, it's better for me because I like to be able to see everything. Because otherwise, if I'm in a closed space, I'm like, no, something's going on outside, and I've got to be able to see what's going on.
Right.
Like it's kind of good to have the background distraction, if you will, because then I'm not. It just works better for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Truly bizarre, but sure.
Yeah, it works. It's just better.
Like if I'm sitting in an open space like yours and someone's walking in, walking around,
No.
I'm not going to be able to concentrate until they then again leave the room.
No, I personally like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You thrive in the chaos.
I thrive in it. Like if there's a couple things happening, even if I've got my headphones on, it's good.
Yeah.
You know?
Like turn up the background noise. I
Like
need
white
more
noise.
tabs open.
White noise is good.
Sure.
Yeah.
But it's like white interactions.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Okay.
You know.
Good for you, dude.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Thanks, mate. Let's get into love and hate real quick.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
do our love and hate.
Okay. Saturday morning.
Yeah, you go first. I'll go after you.
Well, thank you. Maybe I touched on this the other week there. I'm not really sure. Can't really remember. I'm going to say it again because I had it on Saturday morning. Had a coffee with chocolate. I had a cappuccino because I knew this cafe did it. That has chocolate flakes over chocolate powder.
Which cafe? On Shannon.
It's in Balgala. Barcino, I think. I don't know. Can't really remember what it's called. But fantastic.
Yeah?
Anyone who knows of any place that does it, I implore you, pass the message on. Go and try it. Fantastic. You'll love it. You can't have a regular cappuccino with the powder after having the flakes.
Are you recommending people to go to a cafe that you can't remember the name of?
Yes. Well, any cafe that they know has it.
Sure.
I think it is Barcino Cafe in Balgala. Yeah.
Unconfirmed name, but it's in Balgala.
Mate, top notch. Pillow and Freshwater has it. I've been trying to convince my work to do it. It is sensational.
I actually have the Lindt chocolate flakes downstairs in a tin. So I actually have them in my pantry.
You've got them.
Of all things that we have in a share house, I have
That's a
that.
strange thing to have.
Yeah, I don't know. They're on special one day at Woolies, and I was like, they look unreal. I think I've spent more time just eating them with my fingers as opposed to actually making hot chocolates with them.
Yeah.
But they're good.
Good either
really
way.
good. And at the what's it called? Sunrise Cafe in Warriewood of Bacon Egg Roll Review fame.
Yeah.
All their hot chocolates are made with Lindt chocolate.
good stuff.
Have you had one?
No.
Have you had a Lindt chocolate, hot chocolate before?
No.
though? You haven't.
No. Well,
Don't-
I've had the flakes, but not the
Well,
Lindt
don't.
one.
You won't be able to go back after. Don't go there.
Really?
Yeah. It's like some you like. I'm. You
So
know.
you're
you-
openly admitting to the adult hot chocolate.
I'm a coffee snob, dude, but I'll get a mocha when I go there.
Yeah.
There,
okay.
I said it.
Yeah.
I said it.
Speaking of hot chocolate, adult hot chocolates, your mate Jake back in again today. You did put a story up. Some
dude.
deplorable behaviour.
I had to walk out of the cafe, and I used that time to, throw up a quick picky for the Flyers on the Insta. Dude, this guy and his girlfriend, it's fucking out of control,
I reckon
mate.
you gotta say it's just that's too much.
I
Just go, hey, you two, come on now.
It's
Enough of
like
that.
you know in Harry Potter when the people are like macking on, and then
Yeah.
the what's her name?
You know what our
McGonagall waves her wand, and then they like split. I need them to do that.
Well, I remember at the school dances, the teachers or like whoever or the year 12s that were helping out, if they saw any kids hooking up, there was a spray bottle and they used to spray them with water, and that
Right.
would do the job. So
Like-
maybe you should get one of those.
Never happened to you, but you saw.
No, it never happened to me, but like I saw it happen to plenty of other people. Or like one of the teachers was like, "Let me see the light between you," and he would like break them.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Little spray
a
bottle.
little spray bottle.
I should get like a water
It
gun,
worked.
like a water pistol.
Yeah.
Just pull that thing out.
or a Nerf gun.
Yeah.
If you get a Nerf gun.
Because a Nerf gun, I could stand behind the bar and reach them probably.
Yeah, and if you could probably mod it for distance and
Well,
impact.
I said that I used to do that.
Yeah, well, you've got the techers. You know how to do it.
Yeah. But there's like some couches in our cafe, and look, they were closer to horizontal than they were vertical
Really?
on these couches.
So what was there kind of
It's like
some...
it's
What
like
was... Talk me through the motions that were unfolding on
there's
this couch.
no like blatant scissoring going on.
Okay.
Like there's no
No,
crossing of
no
the
zoom,
legs.
no zumbering.
No, there might be a couple of foot touches.
Right.
There's an arm around each other for
Okay.
sure. Like it's a spoon, without a doubt, a spoon.
Okay.
It's a couch spoon.
All right.
It's like I'd say like a 30-degree angle. You know when you're kind of slouched in your chair.
Mm.
So they're slouched in the couch and like they're kind of in the corner, so they're in my peripheral vision at this point. This is after they've already sort of been getting with each other in front of me, waiting for their coffees. Now they've moved over to the couch. I'm like, shit, they're hanging around today. I'm in big trouble
That's
here.
no good.
I'm in big trouble again. Just to remind you, 9 a.m. 9 a.m.
I think words have to be said.
9 a.m. Wednesday morning, dude. Do you guys have a job? Like, I'm lost. It's oh god, dude, it fucking rattles me. And like, it's not from a place of like jealousy. You know what I mean? It's not like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Stop rubbing it
Yeah,
in.
yeah. It's like that's gross.
Just don't do it. Just not there.
Just get it away.
Just fucking...
Seriously. And it's like every time I would take a plate back to the kitchen, I'll walk, and as I walk, they're in my direct eye line.
You can just hear...
And I can just hear, yeah, and it's not like a little peck. It's like I've seen tongue multiple times this morning. Too much tongue. Like, come on, dude. And we work in like an industrial area. It's like, what do you guys do?
Well, Mascot Industrial Area, known for romance. Known for... After it's the most romantic after Terrigal.
Woy
Mascot.
Woy.
Yeah, after Woy Woy, sorry.
The City of Love.
After the City of Love, it's the suburb of Love is Mascot.
Suburb of Love.
In New South Wales.
Yes,
Yep.
exactly right.
That's a fact.
Dude, drop into my cafe and bring your misso and a good
Yeah.
attitude. You know what I mean?
Who knows?
Like, am I doing something to this guy's hot chocolate?
I don't know. World's most passionate hot chocolate.
Yeah, putting like spring a little bit of Viagra in there. Just get them worked up.
Just get them up and about on a Monday morning. Here we go.
I would never do that. So if anyone's got a solution, reach out.
I actually think the water
The
is the
Nerf
best.
gun's a good one, and I appreciate the empathy in the DMs today from everyone being like, it's just not on. It's gross. It's sick.
I reckon a video you should name and shame them publicly online.
Well,
Send them in the brown cardigan. Send them in the brown cardigan.
It makes me laugh sometimes where like these people come in and they get they would have no idea. They naively come in. They're having a lovely morning with each other. They get a hot chocolate. They hang out for like half an hour. Little do they know, the fucking little schmeeg barista goes home and just rips them on his podcast every... Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, imagine they found that out. Like,
Hey, well-
oh, you guys, by the way, like, maybe when I eventually quit this job, I'll write on their cup. Barflies podcast, episode 44, minute 10.
Episode 38 to 44. Have a listen.
Your behaviour is the talking point.
Yeah. That's shocking, eh?
It's fucked up, dude. It's not on.
They're actually hot. That's too far.
Who have I pissed off? What do I do to deserve this?
it's
You
too
know what I
far.
mean?
It's too far.
Your hate? That wasn't either love or hate. That was just a little side story, but
But, it's worth mentioning again. Mine, just car rego insurance this week. Not a fan. It happens every year. Everyone's got to do it. But yet.
Is this just me? Or does everyone like just not know when their rego and insurance is until you just get a letter? And you're like, oh, it's that time again.
Well, I think because they remind you, no one knows. But
Yeah,
mine
exactly.
come on, boom, they're both on the same day.
Yeah, sure, but I'm just saying, like, I have no idea what time of year mine come. I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, I haven't done it in a while, so it must be coming up.
No, I know when mine is.
You know, it's like July or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
I always know it's July
Sure.
because I just gets both at the same time.
Yeah, mine's like a sneak
And
attack. It's
yeah.
Like, it's
'Cause it
like,
comes-
oh, I'm financially stable. No, you're not.
No, you're not, buddy. Because usually there's something like when I went this time, I had to get a new tyre because the spare got a hole in it. So going to the tyre place, that was good. They always make you feel nice and dumb, I think.
The
at the
tyre place?
Yeah.
As in, like, the
It was-
mechanic? Or like
No, like a separate tyre. Not the mechanic, like a separate tyre. To get a new tyre, like tyre shop. And they fit it on.
I've always got my tyres just done by a mechanic, I think, when I get my
Nah.
car serviced.
No.
Interesting. I think. Don't quote me on that. I don't know.
Maybe he goes there for you.
Potentially.
Yeah. Anyway, he's asking me, what happened and what kind of tyre I've got. I'm like, mate.
Yeah. What sort of tread are you working with here?
I'm like, mate, I've got no idea.
You're
That's
like-
why I'm in the tyre shop. If
Mate,
I knew that. If
cargo-
I knew it, I would tell you.
Car goes broom. That's all I know.
Yeah. It's a thing. It's like, what is it? I don't even know. I don't even know what type of tyres I've got. I just trust it.
Rubber ones?
Rubber ones. They're rubber and they're round.
Could you name a tyre brand? Michelin?
I know Pirelli because they're on the F1 cars.
Do they do normal cars?
I'd say so. I mean, I guess so. But, mate, I've got no clue when it comes to that stuff. And then you go to the mechanic and you just got to hope. My mechanic's good. They're legends. But, I mean, you just kind of hope that they don't charge you too much. But I wasn't too bad. I get my car service as well. They called me up. They're like, oh, why are you here? Your car's 10,000 kilometres overdue for a service. I was like, really? He's like, yes. I was like, you should probably service it then. Yes, please. That would be great. Thank you. That would be good. So that was, just a couple expenses on top of each other.
The thing with mechanics, it's like everyone knows that they're like kind of scumbags. You know what I
Are
mean?
they though?
Not all, but they can totally dunk on you if they wanted
Well,
to.
you don't know what they're talking about.
When I moved to Erskineville, I took my car so foolishly to the mechanic at the top. Busy place, a lot of cars in and out. And I've had I might have talked about this 6 months ago, I don't know. I've had a bit of like an oil leak in my car, but you can drive around with it for years, I've been told by my old mechanic. I go to this guy, he's like, mate, this thing's
No good.
You got to get this service. You got to get this looked at pretty soon, mate. I was like, oh, okay. Took it back to my old mechanic. It was actually a different guy who I'd become really good friends with, and he was like, I'll look at your car for you. And he's like, mate, it's fine. It doesn't even look that bad. And I was like, you know what? Fuck off.
I know.
You know?
Well, I think I've been lucky because the guy that I go to, he does my dad's car and he does my car, and I'm pretty sure he does my mum's as well. So we've kind of
Family
been going.
business. Yeah.
We've been going for ages, so we always get good price, good deal. But yeah, mechanics, man, gotta be any of that stuff though. Can be like any trades. Well, to be fair, there's some dodgy people who aren't tradespeople, but like you just gotta be careful out there. Don't get scammed.
But then again, I have no advice to help you on how to not get scammed.
No, I'd have no idea. I feel like just if something seems sus. All right, this is going to be good. What is your guide to not getting scammed? Go on. What's your number one tip to not getting scammed?
I don't know. You kind of put me on the spot there. What's the context? Like
Of
in
like-
the context of getting your car serviced?
Or in the context of just every day, like you receive a weird email or a weird phone call, and you go, I think might be a scanner.
I don't answer
How do you
my phone.
How do you identify it?
I don't answer my phone. So
That's true.
That's my advice.
I keep getting a call, and I'm pretty sure this is 100% a scammer, but he keeps calling me.
You're pretty sure it's 100% a scam?
Yeah, and he goes, "This is James from the wine group," and he always calls me, and I go, "Mate, please take me off this list." And he goes, "Right away, sir." I go, "Don't call me again. I've been very polite very many times. Please take me off."
Sure.
No, he just keeps, and each time he calls me, I'm like, "No," and I just hang up, and I'm quite sick of it.
Do you not recognise his number when it comes up?
Well, no, because, and as well, I've sent out a few job resumes recently.
Sure,
I'm trying to
okay.
get an adult job. So I hear this phone call from an anonymous number. I'm going, oh, sweet. This is them. They're calling me. This could be the job. And I answer. And like sometimes I'll already be at work and I'll sneak off. And then it goes, oh,
Hi,
this is James from the wine group. I'm like, fuck off, James. Come on.
Maybe he just wants to have a chat with you, dude. Maybe
Not
he really
again.
likes you.
No, he is definitely a scammer.
Okay.
But-
Is he Caucasian? Is he of Australian?
Well, I've got no idea. It's not like he FaceTimes me, is it?
Well, does he have an Australian accent?
Yeah, but he doesn't have to be Caucasian to have an Australian accent.
Yeah, Caucasian was the wrong word.
Yeah.
I meant Australian.
Right.
Either way,
Cancelled.
You're
Getting
I'm
cancelled.
digging myself a hole
You got
here.
cancelled. You've been cancelled, mate.
Can't prematurely. You go, mate. You'll come down with the burning ship. If I go, you go.
Yeah, that's true. No, I'm throwing you under the bus.
Yeah, oh, okay. Well, you'll take over the editing then, mate. Good luck with that.
I'll just find someone to get. That's all right. No, I'm throwing you under.
On
Yeah.
the topic of cars,
Yeah.
that's also my beef this week.
Yeah, go.
Little Kody got himself caught in a little intersection about a month ago. And he
What?
got a little letter in the mail
With a little fine on it, eh?
with a little $470 fine.
Just a little something, something.
A little 3 demerit points as well. Do you know when I opened this letter? Like Sunday at 6 p.m. Sent me into a spiral. A spiral. Great Friday, great Saturday, into a slow Sunday, but
Into
a
a
wholesome
red light.
weekend.
Into a red light camera letter
Yeah.
with photos.
And it was like, okay, I'll try and explain this to you without boring you too much. It was peak hour traffic. We'd sort of been crawling through traffic, right? And there was 2 sets of lights back to back. Both of them were green at the time. So I sort of followed one car into the intersection, knowing the next light was green. Granted, I shouldn't have followed it into the intersection. I should have waited at the line. That's the road rules. Lo and behold, the first light goes red. So now I'm stuck in the middle of the intersection. I could have reversed back 1 car length to be behind the line, but I was like, I could still see the one in front was green and the cars were moving. So I made the decision, which I thought was the safer option, to move forward into the next intersection.
Yes.
Didn't know there was a red light camera there at all. And obviously I found out a couple of weeks later and I was like, holy shit, I'm a fuckwit. Now you could say, Kody, that's a really, safe outlook on the way you drive. You I feel like
Well, you are known for being a bit of a lead foot. A bit reckless.
am I?
No,
I would say
no.
yeah, I'm pretty
no.
pretty
No, you're pretty
cautious
good. You're
I'm
a good
pretty
driver.
cautious
You're a good driver. Yeah.
And like it wasn't a reckless decision, The traffic was crawling. I made what I thought in the moment was the safest outcome. I was like, maybe I can fight this thing, Maybe I can fight this. I can send a pretty well worded email. I'll draw from what little vocabulary I have left from Year 12 English and see if I can work my magic here. So I'm doing a bit of research, all this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm getting pretty deep on a forum and it says you can only appeal a fine once.
But does that mean you can take it further than the one time? Like you can appeal it, and if they say no, that's it. You can't take it to another point.
I don't know. Is this like a captain's challenge?
So you only get
Do I-
one the whole thing.
Am I now, Daily Cherry Evans for Queensland in the 75th minute where I've got to make a call that will potentially affect the discourse of my career? Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
And
I tried to use my captain's challenge one time for a parking fine.
did it work?
Well, I thought it sent through because it said like, okay, your thing has been sent, and I thought the documents that I attached were there. Apparently not. They didn't get it. And then when I got the letter that your fine has still not been paid, and I didn't hear anything, I just
was too late.
I just went, can't be bothered now.
Yeah.
I've tried to do it. It's not worked. I'll just cop it.
Yeah. Another reason why I didn't fight it was because I've also been done on a red light camera before. I've spoken about it on this podcast when I was late for maintenance at the leagues.
Yeah.
So I have red light camera history. There was no way I was winning
He's
that
got
thing.
red light fever, this bloke.
Nice. But you can pay that thing $10 a week. So
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Payment plan.
it'll be paid off next March or next May
Whenever I want.
in 47 weeks.
Can you do community service for that? If you wanted to.
What, like go and scrub some graffiti for a couple of weekends and get that thing written off?
Mm.
Do I get my demerit points back? Maybe.
Do you get them back at any point? No.
Yeah, like after 4 years or something.
Yeah, right.
3 or 4 years. I don't know. I still got a few. I've still got like 9, so I'm good.
I am like super sus for the mobile speed cameras though. Like any white SUV parked on the side of the road, I'm just like,
There's always a sign though, it tells you.
no, well they took the signs away for a while.
Is this again just off your...
No, they actually did.
Okay.
And then the new premiers said he'll bring them back.
Okay.
But now they have a sign at the car, but not 50 meters or whatever in front.
yeah,
They've
right.
changed it. But yeah, for those couple months, especially because when I drive to work, like not saying that I'm speeding, but I'm saying there's a lot of cars parked on the road, and it's early in the morning. Sometimes
There's no one on the
you're
road.
not focusing as much, whatever. Not saying you're speeding necessarily, but like you're not always looking at the speed
You
dial.
might creep up a little.
I'm possible creepage. Can't confirm that it's happened. Never got a speeding fine on the way to work.
Well, it's not reckless creepage.
Never got a speeding fine.
No.
So, I'm not known to creep over. But
If you were to look at the books, you've never sped.
no, but the possibility that I get caught, it always wigs me out. So when I'm driving, I'm like, just always trying to find them.
Yeah. I get wigged out on the highway because on the highway, you do zone out. Like, I could drive past, I reckon, 10 signs that say speed camera, and I wouldn't see
I've
it.
got no, what's it called? Like
Awareness?
where it keeps your speed at the same in your car.
Odometer?
No,
Speedo?
no. Like the
Oh,
auto
cruise control.
Cruise control. I don't have that.
Right.
I don't have that luxury. So on the highway, you're definitely like, oh my shit, where are they?
Concentrate.
Yeah.
That sucks.
It does
I like to have
suck.
my legs crossed in the car sometimes when I'm driving.
I drove with cruise control in someone else's car. Oh my god, this is
So
fantastic.
good.
This is
You
fantastic.
can like pull your right leg up, give it a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
I got a car fine.
It's no good. Read all about it. Do you want to do your love?
Yeah, I'll keep it short here. I won't
Just-
bore you with the logistics, but I've become re-familiar, probably for the first time since I was 8 or 9 years old, with the classic yellow number. A raincoat has found its way back into my life.
Back into the rotation.
I would say a raincoat potentially frowned upon in high school as like a little bit lame.
I think they've always been. I think they are just genuinely a bit.
A bit lame.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got one of Kane's ones though. One of Kane's, right? Must be nice. I've got like a Dickies one of his, and it's like kind of steez.
Okay.
And like it, I don't mind wearing it. Like
You
I would
like
wear
it?
it. I'd almost wear it on a night out if I had to. I wore it
Really?
on Saturday.
Did you?
No, I took it off under the
Oh,
bridge,
okay.
but I had it on.
Oh, I didn't,
In transit.
I didn't remember.
And they're unreal. Like you can just get out the car and walk without worried about getting wet.
Well, I've got a Kathmandu one.
They're unreal, dude.
Yeah, they are quality.
I've been pretty strictly an umbrella
operator.
operator for the last decade. And I've found myself, I left my umbrella at the pub last week. The raincoat's been
You should
getting
just
a
steal
spin.
one from your lost property. Get an umbrella from
I'm
there.
waiting. I'm ready to pounce.
There's like heaps in mine.
Yeah, there's none in mine.
If I
at the
needed an
moment.
umbrella, I just would take it from there.
Yeah, I'm ready to pounce.
Yeah. Lost property is always good for something sneaky. Because you never know what's in there,
Yeah.
Like I got a really terrible pair of sunnies in there,
Okay.
but they're like trashy good.
Sure. You're
know,
selling it.
They're probably some like 13-year-old girls cotton on sunnies, and I
Mm.
just went, yeah, they're mine now.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks for coming.
I'm gonna rock them pretty hard.
Yeah. There was a really good jacket in there for like 2 weeks, and I said to my boss, I'm going to take that if no one comes.
Yeah.
The next week, it was gone. I wasn't too happy
That's
about
annoying.
it. Yeah, I was rattled. Should we play? Okay, Cody had this idea. I'm on board. I like it.
I think you guys will like this.
The newlywed game.
Yeah.
For those not familiar with the game, it's where you ask a series of questions and you and the person competing, usually partners, spouses. I guess we're also partners. Then answer the question at the same time, writing it down, and try and see who can get the same answer.
Yeah.
We've got 10 questions. We pick 5 each. Cody's the first 5. I'm the second 5. We're gonna see how many we can get right.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a competition or it'll just be generally like entertaining.
Yeah.
We'll cross that bridge maybe.
Well, because we've spent a lot of time together.
We have. We have.
Probably too much.
The idea kind of came to me because when we used to do the pod last year at Nara on the previous set, Xander would get bacon egg rolls and coffees on his way in. And, me and Xander are pretty vocal about, our love for coffee, etc. Xander would get my coffee order wrong pretty much every week. And I'd never bring it up because, I
swear I got you the same one every time.
It was kind of like one or a variation of one.
Right.
I think you either got me a latte or a latte with one.
True.
I don't drink lattes. Again, it's fine.
I thought you drank cappuccinos.
No.
Kappas.
No, I'm a flat white.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's coffee. I don't care. I was grateful that you got it for me, so I would never complain. But that kind of sparked the idea. I was like, I would never get Xander's coffee order wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I was like, maybe that's kind of where the idea.
Well, it sounds like you do care a little bit.
Maybe.
Look, it sounds like you've been holding on to this for like a year almost, and now you've brought it up.
Well, it was like a little floating thought across
Right.
my mind. A little
Okay.
cloud that sort of passed through.
Were you driving when you thought of it?
No, I was at work.
Okay. Should we do it?
Let's get into it.
Okay.
So I've got two blank notebooks here, and a Posca of substance.
Okay. Do you have a pen?
Yeah, you use the Posca because you got the thick paper.
Thank you.
I'll use the Sharpie. I don't know if the camera will be able to see this. I need to
Well, the camera. I went to go hold the mic up and I hold the pen up. Well, the camera it'd be upside down anyway.
Yeah.
In the camera or reverse order.
No, it won't. It won't be back to front. No, it won't.
Okay. Don't worry.
You idiot.
Yeah. All right.
All right, first question.
First question. You go the first 5 and I go.
Okay, first question. What is their favourite movie? I know, Zan. This is easy.
I think I said it last week. Fuck.
I've told you. I want to say. I don't know if it's glaringly obvious, but I've definitely told you. And it has my favourite, or one of my favourite actors in it. Again, if that helps. Do you want a clue?
Yeah.
Jonah Hill's in it.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I got it.
ready? 3, 2, 1.
Superbad?
Goodfellas.
Is that right?
Nah.
Oh,
Was that right?
that's right. Yeah.
Nice. No, Moneyball with Brad Pitt.
Oh, Moneyball.
Yeah.
True. That is. a
Did
good
you know
movie.
that? I've told you.
No, actually, I think it's kind of ringing a bell, but not
Yeah.
really. All right, go number 2.
Number 2. Oh, we're going same page? I was going to do one page per answer,
Alright.
but it's all right.
Oh,
cross it
do
out.
whatever you like. Do whatever you like.
All right. What would your spouse's ideal date be?
So, is this? I think I'm putting down what I think your ideal date.
Like first date with a random.
What you would do.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I'll write down. So wait. Oh, you're
Write
doing
down
it for me.
Write down. No. So you do me, and I'll do what I think yours would be.
Okay. Gotcha.
So you write down the kind of how the night would progress, if you will.
it doesn't need to be a whole thing. Mine's easy. Mine's 3 words. What mine would be. Yours. I reckon.
I think I've got yours.
Hang on. All right.
Oh, that's
All right.
definitely not how you spell that.
Do you want to do me first or you first?
I'll do you first.
Okay, go.
Okay, I put pub and pool.
Yep.
Brackets, Urco Circuit.
Nice.
Yeah.
100%. That's it.
Yeah.
Gun.
Thanks.
Good job.
Thank you.
All right. I've
What'd you
put
put for me?
cockies by a body of water.
Nice, actually. It's not
yeah.
bad.
Like cockies either by the ocean, like at Wharfie, or like
That's not bad.
at like Colorado Hotel. Colorado.
That's not a bad shout, actually.
Yeah. What is it? What's your favorite? Did you not even think about it?
No, I would say, cocktails. Going cocktails
Yeah?
somewhere. Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, correct.
Nice,
Yeah.
cool. Good from us.
Good work.
All right. Next one. If your spouse had a superpower, what would it be?
Oh, I know what this is, I think.
Yours is going to be something fucking weird.
I know what yours is, I
Yeah,
think.
mine's easy.
I think so.
I genuinely have no idea. Oh, actually, I know. I don't even know why we're writing it down. We're not even showing the camera. All right. Do you want to do me first?
Yeah, flying.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Easy. All right, I wrote mind reading.
What did you put? Oh, no, mine would be like invisibility or something.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
It was either, I was going to go either invisibility, teleporting, or mind reading.
Teleporting. Oh, yeah, close second.
Close
Teleporting.
second?
Yeah.
Fuck, okay. Anyway.
Fuck, those are my top three, though, so you've done well. Okay.
So what is it? 2-2.
2-2, yeah.
2-2.
Okay. So, all right, number 4.
Question 4. What was their first job? So I'll write your job and then I'll write mine next to it.
Oh, fuck. What's yours? Okay.
All right.
For some reason, I think yours is this, but I think it's completely wrong as
Okay.
well. Rebel Sport. No. Fuck.
I never worked at Rebel. My first job was refereeing. 6-a-side.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Your first job, Macca's.
No, KFC.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Did you work at Macca's?
No,
Did your sister or
no,
brother?
my brother did.
Ah, okay. Fuck,
No.
I knew there was Macca's.
No, I was
Did you-
KFC.
Did you hear I brought a Macca's apron home from the rave on the weekend?
No, how did you get your mitts on that?
Don't know. No idea.
That's
Kate said I had it in like an iron grip the entire way home.
well, I mean, whatever gets you through.
Unexplainable.
That'll do it.
Random. Anyway, so
Alright.
no points. 2-2 still.
All right, number 5.
Question 5. If your spouse were an animal, which would they be? This is kind of a dumb question. Maybe it's like if you want to be an animal, or what animal do you think you would be?
No, what animal would you want to
Maybe
be?
should it just be what
What animal would they want to be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
/ favorite animal, I guess?
Nah, just what would they want to be? Because I know what I'd want to be.
Okay.
But I reckon I know what yours would be.
I don't know. I feel like you probably wouldn't want to be in the water. I'm gonna go. All right. So you wrote what you think I would want to be.
Yep.
Okay. What do you think I would want to be?
A cheetah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Is that right?
Nah,
What is it?
just like a platypus or something.
Okay.
They just look like they have fun. They swim around with their little buddies and just
it's a bit of a
kick back. You know.
So you could be any animal and you choose to live in a billabong
yeah.
in the Southern Highlands or something.
Yeah. Seems
That's
cool.
an interesting choice.
Yeah.
Okay, what's mine then?
I put an eagle.
Fuck, you got that right.
Did I?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Gun.
Mate, why wouldn't you want to be like a bald eagle or something? You can fly around, nothing can touch you in the air, and you just like do what you like.
I don't know.
You can
dude.
go wherever.
I'm just want to pull up with the boys, you know, just like hang out. You know when you go to the zoo, platypuses just look like they're having the best time all the time.
Do they?
Yeah. They like lie on their back and swim around and shit. I don't know.
Are you thinking of like an otter, or are you thinking of a platypus?
I think of a platypus. Maybe an otter's the one on the back, but platypus, same vibe. I don't know. Just looks like a humble
yeah.
lifestyle.
Okay. All right.
You know.
Yeah. Fair
I'm
enough.
happy to stay out of the limelight.
Yeah. All right.
When I become reincarnated.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you live in the limelight a lot at the moment. You're constantly in the limelight. All right. Number 6. Okay. Ooh, what is your spouse's best personality trait? So we have to write what I think yours is, and you have to write what mine is.
And then I also have to write what. So I have to write what I think my best personality trait is. How do you get a point for this?
No. So you. That's a
Good question.
good question. Okay, how would you get a point for this? I write down your best personality trait.
Yeah.
And you write down mine.
And if we agree on it.
Yeah. Okay, you get a point.
Okay, so I'll write down yours.
All right.
Can I write down what I think you'll write for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to.
Yeah. And you write down what you think I'll write for you.
Okay. What is your best trait? Damn, it's kind of
Ugh,
scratching my
clutching
head.
at straws here.
Really? Okay, 1 second.
It's also a bit arrogant to write like what you think your personal best.
Personal trait, legend.
Huge dick.
Massive nuts, dude. just massive nuts. Best personal trait, personality trait or personal trait? Okay.
What do you think mine is? What's the best thing about me?
Mine's a bit random for you.
Okay.
And then I reckon
you're writing an essay.
I reckon you're gonna say. Fuck, I've got no idea what you're gonna say for me. Actually, all right, I've got no clue what you're gonna say for me.
Okay.
But for you, I wrote knows how to do stuff because you just know how to do things.
Okay, that's a good one.
I don't know. I just asked you a question. I'm like, how do you do that? And you're like, oh, you just like do this. I watched a YouTube video on it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm like, oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Resourceful, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good word.
Yeah.
I would say. I agree. That's a good.
Yeah.
I would say I'm good at that. Stuff. I know. I thought you'd write. I'm like thoughtful.
It's a bit lame, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit lame.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking that deep about it. That's a way better answer.
Yeah.
For you, I just put funny.
Thanks, mate.
Is that why you didn't want to write it down? Because you want to write I'm funny.
No, I didn't want to write that.
Yeah,
I thought
sure.
you were
Yeah,
gonna.
yeah,
no,
yeah.
I just didn't know what you were gonna say.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah, sure.
I have so many good personality traits that it's hard to pin them down to one. You know, like I've just got so many, dude. Okay. Oh, good one. What's your
easy.
worst habit?
I don't even know what mine is. Do you know what mine is?
Yeah, I've got yours.
Forgetting to upload the YouTube. Dude, I don't even think I've done it for last week, have I? Or did I end up doing it? I can't even remember.
Oh, this is yours for sure.
Okay.
I've got yours. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Saying stuff is a trek when it's not. Vis-a-vis uploading the YouTube. Vis-a-vis like movie that you'd be like, oh, no, dude, can't do that. That's a trek to do.
Just laziness?
Yeah. Okay,
That's fair.
not laziness. But it's like peculiar laziness.
It's peculiar laziness.
It's like some things you just refuse to do.
Yeah.
I'm going, that makes no sense.
Yeah,
That makes no sense to me.
that's fair.
But that's fair enough. What's yours?
Nails.
Oh, yeah, man, I'm criminal for a nail bite.
Your nails are fucked.
Yeah, I'll put my hand up. That's easy worst one.
Yeah.
Easy worst one.
There's many.
Easy worst one.
There's many.
Yeah.
Drinking beers.
What?
It's one of your worst habits.
Yeah. Night guy is my worst habit, honestly. Oh, hidden talent. This is question 8.
I know mine. I know what my personal one is. But I have no idea what yours is.
I don't really have one, do I? Or
Bowling consistent medium to fast.
bowling consistent line and length is my hidden talent. What is my hidden talent? You got to try and think of mine.
Oh, it'd be something weird.
I don't
I'd have to think about it.
even really know what mine is.
It'd be something to do with the way that you like think and you analyze things in a really bizarre way sometimes.
Super coach. Hidden talent. No, actually, you know what? We'll leave the hidden talent one because I actually don't have one. I can't put myself. I thought it'd be a good idea without thinking about the fact that I don't actually have a hidden talent.
Yeah.
So we'll skip that.
Do you want to get what mine is?
Your hidden talent?
Yeah.
Drawing?
I don't think that's hidden.
What is your hidden
That was
talent?
weird flex.
What is your hidden talent?
Rubik's Cube?
Can you do Rubik's Cube?
Yeah.
No.
Everyone's been because there's one on our table downstairs.
You cannot.
So at kick-ons, like, someone will be like, why is there a Rubik's Cube here? And I'll be like, oh, it's mine.
Watch this.
And they'll be like, can you do a Rubik's Cube? Dude, I did it. There was like 10 people over like a couple of weeks ago. And I sat there and everyone like went silent.
That's freaky shit.
Yeah.
See, I can't do that.
I was really good at all those like things in primary school.
Right.
Like yo-yoing and all the really nerdy stuff.
Mm.
Rubik's
You are a
Cube.
bit of a nerd, to be
Yeah.
fair. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do a Rubik's Cube. It's
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay. Describe your first thought. All right, question 9. Describe what your first thought of them in one word. That doesn't really make any sense. Describe your first thought of them in one word.
Did you put this in for any particular reason?
No, I just thought it'd be funny. But it's not as funny as I thought now.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
reading it.
not.
All right, skip. Okay, and this has been going on for like 20 minutes as well. All right. This is how strapped we were for stuff today that we decided we'd play the Newlyweds game.
We weren't strapped. We just thought it'd be funny.
Yeah. Okay, this last one. Who is the funniest? This is going to tear us apart.
No, it won't.
All right, write down. Who's the funniest? Who's the funniest? Who's funnier, me or you?
Is this like serious?
Who's funnier?
All right, ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Me.
Me.
I knew that was going to happen.
I already
no,
said you were funny, so I can't say it again.
no way either of us would try and give that up. Not a fucking chance. All right. Well, we did. We kind of lost score, but that was all right.
It was 3-2.
That was 3-2.
The first 5 were kind of countable, and the second 5 were
Yeah, I don't know. That maybe I didn't pick as good ones as I thought.
to be expanded on potentially in the future.
Yeah. You know, the bracket.
Should we
didn't have a
do...
bracket,
What are we at?
Are
we at 50?
Yeah, wow. That went on for way too long. Okay.
That was fun. I had a good time.
Just something quickly from this week at Narrabeen, because obviously like El Nino event, so there's been like a
La
heap-
Nina.
La Nina. There's been a heap of fucking rain, wind, etc. You know, hurricane, monsoon like.
How has the Northern Beaches been this week?
Wet and wild.
Yeah, trees.
Trees going, everything's kind of, yeah. But these geniuses decided that, you know, in massive swell and surf conditions, let's take the jet ski out for a rip, hey? You know, it didn't turn out to be such a great idea.
Really?
When both men became abandoned from said jet ski
Oh,
in rough surf off Narrabeen Beach and needed to be rescued. Well, one man washed ashore with the jet ski, but not
the jet
just
ski,
like
like,
the waves, like because they both fell off and they got separated from the key,
Right.
and then one guy was
Was it
just
not-
left out there bopping in the surf.
They obviously had life jackets on. I guess that was eyes up.
The article didn't say.
You don't need life jackets on the Northern Beaches.
Yeah, but
Born and bred in the surf.
but they needed one guy needed rescuing,
Right.
and one guy washed up onto the beach with the jet ski.
Wow.
Isn't that just like? I saw it. I was like, "You idiots!" Like that. He got helicopter lifted out of the surf.
Well, no one else is taking a jet ski. No one else is dumb enough to take a
Like,
jet ski out there.
What is that?
That's silly.
That's just silly.
How big's the surf been?
Well, big.
Like
Well,
how
big enough to like knock a jet ski over.
Like 8 to 10 foot.
Probably, I'd assume so. It's been pretty sizable.
Yeah, my mum texted me the other day saying, "Did I survive the storm?" And I was like, "What storm?" I just don't think.
You've been tucked away nicely.
I've been
here,
tucked
have you?
away. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I just thought that was kind of crazy, but yeah, that's all. That's all I've got. Let's hit back page, eh? Or have you got anything else?
Are you gonna do Barflies trivia?
Oh, yes, I am. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, Barflies trivia this week.
No, sorry, Nat Joe Barflies.
Nat Joe Barflies. You know, all the pub trivia you'll ever need. We got the moon landing this week. Obviously, some people believe it actually happened. Some people don't.
What do you believe, Xander?
I reckon it happened. I reckon it happened for sure. Well, because, like, the thing is, we have satellites and stuff now. So why would they... Do you know what I mean? Like, they've done it again afterwards. So why would they make up the first time if they then went and did it only a few years later? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense. to
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
You know.
I don't really have an opinion on it. I don't know enough about it. I don't really care enough about
the
it.
conspiracy behind it's quite interesting. Like the whole idea. But they sell a good story. It's a good story if it is fake.
If it's fake, it's impressive.
But it's not. It's just crazy to think that's what they actually accomplish it. So, like, obviously it started the space race between the US and Russia, you know, and then it ensued the moon landing, one of the most historic events of all time, where a manned rocket landed on the moon. They walked on the moon for a little bit, then they came back to Earth. Obviously, Apollo 11, the famous Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and then, you know, the third member, Michael Collins. You know, I feel like everyone forgets him. Possibly the most important guy on that mission, I reckon, personally, one of the most slept on people in the entire
History of
timeline
mankind.
of mankind. Well, he was flying the thing the whole time while they were walking around. He was keeping the wheels turning. Otherwise, they would have been stuck there.
It's like when your car battery goes flat, you need to keep your car on.
Yeah, he was just keeping the wheels going. He was just like circling the moon, waiting for them.
How long does it take to circle the moon?
I don't know. I didn't go.
Do you reckon
far.
he was just going around in circles as opposed to going around the entirety of the moon?
No, he was like it was. Like,
really?
Yeah, because gravity still has a gravitational pull.
Yeah, but like, surely the moon's too big for him to just do laps while his mates are like going for a walk.
No, it's not that big. Well,
No?
it's way smaller than Earth, and it would only like if you think about it, Earth's rotation's one day.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't look into it this far, Kody. I just know that he was up there
Sorry,
alone while
God
those.
forbid I asked follow-up
Yeah,
questions.
fuck. While he was alone while those two were just hitting the gritty on the moon and collecting some rocks.
We
all
were
right?
doing the gritty outside.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I wish we weren't.
So do I.
There's been 5 moon landing missions since Apollo 11, which, this is crazy, total cost for the Apollo program, $153 billion US. That was estimated in 2018. That's a mind-blowing amount of money. Just to, like, go to space, go to the moon, come back. Which is kind of crazy. Don't you think? Like, that is a lot of... Think about what you could do with that.
My brain's hurting thinking about that.
Yeah. Well, that's more money than you'll ever have.
Where did the money go?
Well, what's your return on that? You got a few rocks out of it, and you got to the moon first.
What's your ROI?
Yeah. What's your return on investment there? I don't know.
Doesn't seem productive.
Doesn't seem that productive.
If I was to cast my eye over it this briefly, just glance my eye over this, little thesis you've got printed up here, President. This isn't looking profitable.
It's
to me.
not going to be that cost effective. Yeah, you've got the clout. You got to the moon first. You've got the esteem of doing that. But
If we were to analyze,
was it worth it?
If we were to analyze the KPIs,
Was this an effective initiative? Remains to be seen. Well, there was actually at the time, this is fun, but not as fun of a fact, but there was protests saying, why would you spend, I think it was on one of the Apollo missions, $24 billion on that when you could spend it on feeding the good people of America on this planet. It's a good point.
it's a good point.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
Pretty good point.
Pretty good point. I actually thought this was baffling as well. Last fact. Apollo 11 flew, right, 24,236 miles per hour.
How did they not just like die going that fast? Surely you just explode.
I don't know. They build it. I guess, well, it's like if you're going in a plane and the way gravity works.
How fast are you on a plane?
You're going like 800, 850 kilometers. But it's the way that the gravity works at that point as well. Like in space, there's no gravity. So as you're traveling, you're just like constantly in motion as well.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't feel
Like you're
moving that fast.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Do you know what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah.
Does it speed
I
up?
think that's how it
Does it
works.
speed up as it exits the Earth's atmosphere, do you think?
Yeah. Well, because it would. Because to accelerate out of the Earth's pull, gravitational pull, that would have to be going the most thrust at that point.
Yeah.
So the rocket would be accelerating out of there. Because you know how the rocket breaks away?
Yeah.
Because it has it's pretty much just like a big fuel tank. It accelerates out of the Earth's atmosphere with the most pull and then goes to space. And then from there, it probably maintains a more constant speed for efficiency to the moon or to the said destination, which then it uses gravity again. But seeing as the moon doesn't have an atmosphere, which makes it a moon, not a planet, it can spin, saving fuel, and then it leaves.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've never thought about it in that light because I've never analyzed it that deeply. But that makes sense. You can imagine it as it just like exits the atmosphere, just like the pool leaving it, just going like.
And once you kind of get back to Earth, once you enter back into the gravitational pull, the sphere, the Earth is bringing you back down. That's why because they travel at such a speed that they catch fire and whatnot. You always see that happen. But yeah, And then they landed in the Pacific Ocean.
Sick.
So it all went pretty smoothly for them. It could have went very bad.
Yeah, well, given
Well,
the
Apollo
time.
13 went. They didn't get there, did they?
Are you asking me or are you telling me?
I didn't look at it, but they made a movie about it. Haven't seen it. It's got
let
Tom Hanks in
That
it.
one go through to the
Yeah,
bar.
I'm pretty sure they made it back though. But yeah, that was that. That was the moon landing. Hope you liked that one.
That was good. I enjoyed that.
Thank you. Let's hit back page. Sorry. Lot to talk about. Good week in sport. Plenty happening. Wimbledon. That snuck up on us. Nick Kyrgios. He said before the tournament, I'm going to be the villain. Everyone thinks I'm the villain. I'm going to be the villain. He is doing that very nicely. I'm enjoying the ride. The media circus ensuing because no one can get clamps on him pretty much. They don't know how to. He's just one step ahead of the media at every point, and you can tell it infuriates some journalists. Hence the champing that he did on that bloke, that English bloke the other day. Did you see that?
I did.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, it was really good stuff. Really good stuff.
That was sensational.
Why do you wear your red Jordans on the court?
He didn't even play in them.
Because I want to.
Yeah. And he didn't even play in them as well. Like the guys, and then you wear a red hat in the press conference. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Like just trying to get him on something, and he's just not biting at it. He's just like pretty much like, shut up.
Yeah.
You know, I'm enjoying it.
And he's like, I'll do like. He's still, whether he's abiding by the rules, the strict rules of Wimbledon or not, you know, he's not inherently doing anything like
Wrong.
Like distasteful.
No.
You know, he's being a bit of a menace. But like, if you just didn't bring light to it, it just wouldn't be an issue.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
I know. And he obviously feeds off it as well.
Oh, he
so
loves
them
it.
doing it makes him play better.
Well, that's what he was like. Any publicity is good publicity,
Yeah.
right? And he was like, if you say so. And he's like, yeah, I do, champ.
Yeah. And he's playing some good tennis. He's playing tonight, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember who he's versing, but he's playing tonight, quarterfinal.
Yeah, 11:15. Don't miss it.
Don't miss it.
I will be asleep.
Yeah, I probably will be too, but I'm going to watch the highlights tomorrow. Keen for it. I like it. I'm enjoying watching him do well because it's been a while since he's like played really well at a tournament and gone deeper than, you know, the round 16 because he's not well seeded, so he usually has to verse a very strong opponent, which he did this year anyway, but he still won.
Sits a pass.
Yeah, and then Tsitsipas, a bit salty, spit the dummy a little bit.
Yeah, one of the great dummy spits.
Grow up.
Yeah, he called Kyrgios a bully.
Like, anyway.
Boat.
Just like, such a boat for him. He's just salty because he lost.
Massive bird for sits a pass.
Like, wah. Yeah. Enjoying the show.
Well, Kyrgios is the only reason I would give the slightest bit of shit about tennis. You know what I mean?
He does, and he does provide that entertainment factor. And wherever he goes around the world, his court sales are way better than a lot of other people's.
Yeah, and he's also like unbelievable to watch.
Yeah.
Because he's just like such a raw talent.
He just plays like, it's like heavy metal tennis. Like he just literally just does what he wants and just smashes the ball around.
If he didn't have like the mental fortitude of like a 9-year-old child, he could probably be like a really, really good athlete.
Yeah, well, if he was like trainable,
Yeah.
he's probably just he's just probably one of those people that you just cannot have. He does not respect authority in any way.
No.
And he's just like, no, I'm just gonna do what I like.
Yeah.
So you just gotta let him figure it out.
Yeah. But he's literally just like too good at what he does that he's afforded that luxury.
Well, because he beats all the people inside the top 10. Like he's beat them all.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you've got a guy ranked 200, but he's definitely a top 10 player.
Yeah.
And he just is a top 10 player, maybe for only an hour of every match.
Yeah.
But within that hour, he
gets it
usually
done.
wins the game.
Yeah.
Or like gets enough, or he does enough to put himself ahead.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
He'll take like Nadal to the wire and then he'll sort of, you know, break 4 rackets and then put his red hat back on and like...
Yeah. And then like give up a set on purpose and then come back and then play amazing. And you're just going...
Then hit like an under the leg shot.
Yeah.
Into like a drop shot.
And it's just like the shot of the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see his serve where he like faked doing the underarm serve and then he just hit it like straight down the...
No,
the
I didn't
middle
see
lines
that.
court. He was like faking doing the little short
Yeah.
underarm one. And he just threw it up and went bang. He just ripped it like straight down the middle. You know how it sort of tucks just inside the line? And Tsitsipas was just got caught wrong.
Absolutely at sixes and sevens, mate.
All at sea.
Damn. Did you see Tsitsipas try to hit the ball at him as well?
Oh, and he hit it into the crowd.
No, he tried to hit the ball at
and
Kyrgios
he
at one
kinda went
point.
like that. Yeah.
And then he said, I was not aiming for the... I was aiming. He's like, well, I was aiming for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the same match where the guy hit the ball into the crowd and
Yeah.
Kyrgios was like, I'm not playing?
Yeah.
How is that not a default or
Yeah.
whatever?
He trying to play mind games with the bloke who's constantly playing mind games with himself and others. He just picked the wrong tactic. He should have just been be quiet when you're asking. You don't bite.
It's like trying to play mind games with the Joker.
Yeah, you just don't do it.
You'll never win.
No, you're not going to win that battle. So I feel like he's a victim to himself. In that way, Tsitsipas and Kyrgios in a way.
He's like, I'm trying to think of a good analogy for him. He's like I don't know.
He's an enigma.
Yeah. Yeah.
He is an enigma.
I don't know what the metaphor is for him because he's a burden to himself and everyone around him in a sense, but also like everyone loves him.
Yeah,
and he's
exactly.
an unreal talent. So it's like such a weird sort of dynamic he's got going on.
I've always liked
Which
it.
makes
He makes a sport entertain. He makes that sport entertaining.
Yeah, totally.
And I think there's like no way you can counter that. And in a time where there's so much coverage of so much sport, you need people who are going to keep it entertaining because otherwise, mate, it'll fall to the wayside. So
Agreed.
maybe
There's
it's a
not
good
many
thing.
like characters in tennis either.
No.
Like, can you get behind a tennis player the way you can get behind a football team?
Yeah, you could.
Could you though? You don't grow up and you go, oh, I go for Andy Murray because my dad goes for him.
No, that's true. But I guess in that sense you can't. But you can definitely get it. Like people get around them. Like would travel the world to watch them play.
Okay.
Yeah. UFC, Alexander the Great Volkanovski, another win. He was talking after the match that he wants to go up a division. He wants to have 2 belts. He wants to be a champ of 2 belts because he's kind of dominated.
Connor Spec.
Yeah, he's kind of dominated his, so now he wants to move. Yeah, pretty impressive stuff. Yeah, that is his 3rd fight with Max Holloway because Max Holloway regarded as a very good fighter. However, in their 2 previous bouts, people have kind of said, Holloway should have won. So this was kind of the closure.
Did
fight.
Volk win both of them?
Yeah.
Right.
So this is his closure. It's 3-0. Fair's fair. Done's done. Can move on now. But yeah.
I don't know
to see
much
what he
about
does next.
fighting, but I'm like definitely fascinated by the idea that this guy is like one of the greatest fighters we've ever seen, and one of the greatest athletes in the world, coming out of like Wollongong or wherever he's from.
Isn't he from southwest Sydney or Western Sydney?
He's from like Windang. I think he's down south.
Well,
Coast.
he was in the Parramatta reserves or like under 20s.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
he
didn't
played
know that.
league. Yeah.
Random.
And then he just chose fighting.
Good
But
choice.
Very good choice in
Good
the
choice.
end. But he does a lot of stuff with like KO and in the Blues. Like you see him hang around like the rugby
Yeah,
team. Like,
yeah,
I think he's a big league fan.
Yeah, he seems
like he had his because he was in the Origin camp only a few weeks earlier, and he had his Blues backpack in Vegas with him. Yeah. So he must love it still.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, enjoying, and he seems like a pretty humble guy. Like he doesn't chat the big game, like you see some press conferences do for fighting and UFC and boxing. He doesn't really. He's still quite kind of down to earth, humble, and he comes in big with the results. Really. So hopefully see him keep going.
Shout out Volk.
Go the Volk. Let's go to NRL now.
Sport we know a little bit more about.
Here we go.
Big week of rugby league.
Yeah, big week. Players back. A lot of good players back in teams this week. Got Latrell back, of course. You got Pappy back. 2 leading players of the competition.
They both looked
Great.
unreal.
Well,
like they hadn't skipped a
We
beat.
were saying Latrell looked fit.
Yeah.
And then he came back and he was really fit.
I think perhaps even I'm like his biggest fan, but he always just continues to surprise me with how good he is.
Well, Manly, to be fair, Storm didn't play that well, and then Manly let them play well in that last 10 minutes.
Perhaps just looks so sharp though, doesn't he? At all times.
Yeah, he's just quality. Well, actually, to be fair, he was good in the second half, but in the first half he didn't play that well.
Yeah. I know.
But he is quality.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. he still scored, 2 tries and 2 try assists.
Yeah.
So it's not like he had a small day out.
Yeah.
Even Latrell might have got a try assist, did he?
Yeah, probably.
Need to double check.
Yeah, the one to Damien Cook.
And then, plays back. Players already announcing movements for next year.
Well,
Other fullbacks.
Before we move on to that, I think we need to talk about the Latrell thing a little bit because the guy got fucking ripped in the media all week.
He gets ripped every week for no reason.
I know.
And we've always been massive Latrell fans here.
Yeah, you more than me, but I'm definitely in his corner in the sense that, like, dude, they just shit on this guy for, like...
For nothing.
No reason.
For literally nothing.
He... Obviously, Latrell came out this week and pulled out or withdrew from contention in the Origin arena. He's had a couple of months off the game. He's decided to refocus his attention to,
South.
Yeah.
And his
the
own
club
yeah.
that he plays for. Who have just, sent him over to America to get his body right.
Specialist treatment.
Yeah, he's played one game back. And he's like, you know what? I'll sit out this year. I'll sit out this last game and just focus on club footy. What I would call a mature thing to do, especially so publicly, just to sort of silence the talks. It takes pressure off everyone. And in theory, it takes pressure off New South Wales because it sort of just allows them to be like, all right, we've got our team.
Focus.
Let's do it, you know? And people were just ripping him. Dude, it really frustrates me.
Any chance they get, though. But that's just it, like we were saying last week, like idiots online who are just going to say anything.
But the NRL media is ripping him as well.
What are they, like Buzz?
Yeah, I don't know if it was NRL 3. I don't know exactly who it was, but they were just saying, like, it was selfish for him to pull out and all that sort of stuff.
How's that, like...
That's
mate,
bizarre.
It is bizarre. And that's what's going to push him away from playing. Like, he could just go and play rugby union if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Sure, the Wallabies and rugby union would love to have Latrell Mitchell.
Yeah. Like one of the biggest superstars in our game.
And probably would be a very strong player as well.
He'd probably go to like a top 5 player in you. He's like a fucking freak in
like, if they're gonna do that, they will lose players like him.
Yeah.
They'll just leave. And for good reason, because you wouldn't want to stick around if you're not going to be appreciated.
I agree. He got I even saw he got slandered. He had his Mark Hughes beanie rolled up in the post-match interview, and I saw a journo on Twitter ripping him, saying like, "Oh, he's not showing the brand or something." And it's like, are you for real,
mate? Honestly,
like, come on, mate.
Some people. They're just looking just for anything.
Yeah.
But imagine doing your whole journalist degree. Imagine becoming a journalist, being like, sweet, what am I going to write about? And then you see Latrell Mitchell with a rolled up beanie and you go, yeah, that's going to perf my hex stat, that story.
Yeah.
Genius.
It's real smart stuff.
Like, it actually confuses me how some journalists are journalists.
I don't have like a, good enough understanding on how the media works, but it seems like it's coming to light more and more as time goes on how, I don't know what the correct word is here, but how like bizarre mainstream media can be and how sort of superficial and just like it's clickbait.
It's not well, that's what like sells now, like to buy that kind of media. And that's why you see so many players, I feel like, go to independent media, like Bloke in the Bar, like Hello Sport, was it YTKR?
NRL
as well?
Roast, yeah.
Like multiple...
Through social media.
Yeah, social media and even in other sports as well, like in the NBA and whatnot, players are even moving away from the confines of mainstream media because, you can't say anything, everything's got to be edited, it's got to be... this and that, otherwise you just get so widely criticised, It's
frustrating. I imagine it'd be very frustrating.
Well, I feel like it's to the point where the player's like, well, like, why wouldn't you turn your back on that? And which is also interesting because, as that mainstream media outlet for the NRL in Australia, that's Channel 9 and Fox Sport and Fox News are the first to, jump into the negative in articles and spin the negative article when it's like, well, and then complain that there's not enough positive things getting, posted outwardly about the game or the game that they're supporting. It's like, well, it's actually on you to.
Oh, let me do this.
That's your responsibility to share that.
Yeah.
And I just think it's strange. I just think the onus is, I don't blame players for moving away.
Big news today was that Charles Nickel Clockstad has signed for the Warriors.
Massive. Good signing for the
from
Warriors.
2023. And Reece Walsh will, in turn, not be going over to New Zealand next year, not staying there due to family circumstances. Can't be away from his daughter. He's got a young family. He's only like 21, dude.
Younger,
or
maybe.
20. He's got a kid that fucking weeks me out. Same thing happened with Nathan Brown.
Well, a couple of the players, really.
Yeah,
There's been a few.
Well, it's been 2 or 3 years or whatever. It sucks for the Warriors to lose such a player like that, but
Ewan Aiken as well going to the Dolphins instead.
yeah, okay, true. I forgot about that. He's become quite a footballer, Ewan Aiken.
Yeah, he's not been bad since leaving the Dragons, but yeah, Reece Walsh moving to the Broncos. Broncos team looking better and better.
It's an interesting one because I
the
think
squad,
everyone kind of had Selwyn Cobbo penciled for the fullback spot next year. And now Reece is there.
Well, and then they've also got Tessie New. They've also got Tenare Martin. They've got Albert Kelly, who plays 6. And then they've also got Tyson Gamble.
And Ezra Mam.
And Ezra Mam's been turning out to be quite the player as well.
Which is like a good problem to have, don't get me wrong. It just kind of like, it sparked my interest, them having 2 of the best up-and-coming fullbacks in the game in the same squad. And granted, Selwyn Cobbo's like a literal child. What is he, 18, 19?
Yeah. So Reece Walsh isn't much older than that as well.
Yeah, it's true. I suppose just because he's got a bit more first-grade experience and he's like a proven sort of freak.
Yeah.
But I think Selwyn, you would think, at least while Adam Reynolds is at the Broncos and they kind of feel like they're building something there, he'd be sort of happy just to bide his time on the wing.
You'd think so. Well, because there'll be injuries. There'll be times where the team moves around a bit.
A bit like Joey Manu, perhaps. Sort of.
Yeah.
He's been, what is he now, like 26 probably?
Yeah.
He's still not playing in his best position.
But at the moment for the Roosters, he's literally been playing like a second fullback.
I know, it's crazy. What a player to have.
He just pops up everywhere on the field.
He's roaming like Tommy.
He just walks around the field and pops up.
He's so good.
He's so good to watch. But yeah.
It'll be interesting. And yeah,
the
like
Broncos
you say,
roster.
Tessie New, handy fullback. Dolphins?
Yep.
Maybe.
Tessie New also played a bit of centre.
I think they're good there, aren't they?
Well, you'd think so. But yeah, Tessie New could go anywhere. It's weird as well because they've got all this depth there. But then you think about the Broncos, do they have a hooker? They've got every position covered, it seems, but hooker. That's the one spot they're kind of lacking. So I wonder if they've got a couple chips to trade away now.
Are we a bit short on hookers at the moment? What's doing for Parramatta next year? What's doing for... Oh, Penrith have got Mitch Kenny.
I'm not sure what's going to happen for Parramatta.
Who's gone to the Dolphins? Jeremy Marshall-King.
Yeah.
So the Bulldogs have got Reed.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Hodgson's going to Para.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
34-year-old coming off an ACL injury.
A little bit short on hookers, though, at the moment.
Well, the Storm have 3. Well, the Roosters will have heaps next year. The Roosters are going to have Verrills, they'll have Watson, and they'll have Brandon Smith.
Yeah.
So surely you'd think one goes. And then they've also had like Drew Hutchison play 9.
Yeah. It's weird,
kind of,
isn't it?
it is strange.
We'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, as far as the NRL, Origin 3 coming up. Any predictions? Or we'll do that next week. We'll do it next week. Yeah. Keen for that. Jordan McLean in the team. Interesting choice, I thought.
Well, how do you feel about it? Because I don't watch the Cowboys. I feel like you would have watched them fair bit.
Well, he's just like a bit of a nut trucker. Gets the job done. I wouldn't have maybe picked him. I thought if you're going to pick him, you got Regan Campbell-Gillard playing well. Played the first game.
Is he playing well?
Yeah, he's playing well. No reason. Well, he got picked in game 1.
I know that was what was weird to me. I don't know why he didn't just get picked again.
But it's not like it was his fault. They lost game 1 either.
No.
That was definitely on.
Yeah, it just seemed bizarre. This is the stuff about Freddie that confuses me at times. I just don't think. I mean, maybe perhaps the casual rugby league eye just can't see what Freddie sees. Perhaps that's what it is,
well,
and that's not.
He has won a premiership though, McLean. He has.
Yeah, again, that's what I was going to say. It's not to discredit Jordan McLean at all. It's just at times like that you're like,
What's doing?
Regan Campbell-Gillard kind of like, I wasn't fully on board with him, but the fact that he got picked in game 1, you kind of thought he would maybe...
Well, he's a top 4 team front row.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm no Kafusi. Would that be cool?
No Kafusi for Queensland, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's their only change. New South Wales' only change was that as well.
Yeah.
So we'll see. It's going to be a good game, regardless.
Yeah.
Seems like a bit of an underselling it a bit.
We'll get into it next week. I feel like an hour and 20 in where we can't get up for Origin as much.
No.
So I need to do the pod on Monday.
That's it. We can total debrief.
We can rip and tear.
All right. Well, is that us? You have a song?
Oh, no, I don't. I forgot about that. Do you?
Yep. I've got a song. 1 second. Actually, I can't do another Elvis. Oh, mate, I've been frothing the Elvis this week. It's been disgusting.
You can do another Elvis song if you want.
After seeing the movie, I can't do it because that's bad. But I'll go. Actually, you know what? It was in the Stranger Things finale. We'll go Master of Puppets, Metallica, because they used that song in the finale as well. So we'll go that.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, guys. That's us. Hour and 20 episode. Bit of a big one this week. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the newlywed game. Jeez, I didn't realise that went on for 25 minutes.
Did it really?
Yeah, or 20 minutes.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, getting into the nitty gritty.
Sounds like pitch downstairs in this house.
Yeah, there's a live concert happening currently in the lounge room. But I'm Alexander.
My name is Kody. See you next week.
See you next week. No bracket this week. Too
busy.
Why no bracket this week, Kody?
Same reason the notes weren't done.
Too much happening.
Yeah, I don't know. Just Monday, life admin. Tuesday, life admin.
It's been a busy week.
Wednesday, here we are. No admin, no bracket.
And we like to keep you waiting. We like to build the suspense.
Exactly. So 1 week off, you guys will... we got to let it build.
Much like the Stranger Things final 2 episodes, give you a little time to digest what's already happened.
Are they not out straight away?
No.
Why not?
The last 2 episodes of this season were not.
When are they
just
out?
got released.
Oh, just
6
now.
weeks apart.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
I'd be kind of fucking annoying.
Well, don't say that because we've just done that to everyone else.